So we're going to do this practice, which I like to call beautiful rain. And as with all the practices we do, just find a way to sit that is going to support your practice. The spine straight is quite important, but don't worry, just a feeling of doing your best. A message from the body to the mind to the body that I'm doing something worthwhile. And maybe just thinking on your motivation for doing mindfulness practice. Why do you practice mindfulness? Reflecting on the benefits that practice brings into your life. Reflecting on this wish that we talked about, to have happiness, to not suffer. So our practice is an expression of that wish for ourselves and others. So without needing to make it something massive, just bring to mind something that you appreciate about your life. It might just be that we're here sitting together, doing something useful, positive. Something that's going well for you. A friendship that you value. A quality that you have. Something that brings you joy. And the first stage is just to recognize how it feels. To recognize that, yeah, there might be lots of ifs and buts, but that feeling is there. Of course, we can't grasp onto it, but it's there. We can't grasp onto anything we like. Just recognize that it's there. And breathe. And notice the breath in your body. And notice how. And then we accept. And we're quite used to telling ourselves, oh, I have to accept these difficulties. But could you accept what's going well in your life? We're not trying to make it bigger. We're not trying to exaggerate it. But also, we want to accept that it is there. We're being realistic. And then we could kind of investigate or inquire and look a little bit deeper. What kind of little stories do you tell yourself about this? What are the neurons that gossip together? The positive ones. There may be dissenting voices, and that's all right. But what would it be like to listen to the positive stories? I like this. Yeah, this is cool. This is going well. Aren't I lucky? And then, without even needing to give it a name, what's the emotional state feel like? If you allow yourself to be with your happiness, how do you feel? Maybe a bit weird to stay with the positive mind state, but we're researching our experience. How does it feel? And then, how does this show up in your body? How's your breathing? If you would allow yourself to be with the feeling of being okay, how would it feel in your body? No need to force anything. No need to expect it to stay the same. And then I wonder if it's possible to just glimpse this body, feelings, thoughts. Is it possible to see how they interact with each other? Or maybe they happen at the same time. No need to analyze, just to notice the interplay of thoughts, emotions, sensations. And then kind of gently letting go. Feeling of you've accomplished what you had to do today and you're sitting in a favorite seat. A release of breath. Kind of sitting with just an awareness of breath as a reference point. But otherwise, nothing much to do. And maybe still this gentle awareness of the thing that's going well. It might have changed. Something that you love. And what would it be like to experience it without needing to own the experience? It's as if we're not really meditating, but awareness is still there. And finding out for yourself just how much awareness of breath you might need to feel safe, to be awake, to be at home. How much awareness would you need with this reference point of the breath so that you don't get too lost back into the stories and into the detail, but not blocking the experience either, allowing the mind to flow. And the practice isn't to never get lost. The practice is to know that you will get lost sometimes, but with our intention, we recognize. And as soon as we recognize we're lost, we're back home. No need to fight with the experience. Making friends with your own experience. Not trying to fix the experience. Allowing thoughts, allowing emotions, allowing sensations, watching them play together. So that whatever arises is a reminder of awareness. And we've been sitting for a while, so maybe check in with your body. Would it be okay to allow gravity to just keep you on the seat and not have to do very much? Would it be okay to trust the body knows how to breathe? Would it be okay if there is some sense of holding on to say, all right, you can be there as well if you want? Would it be okay to allow yourself to be happy, to enjoy the good things in your life? To recognize that we can't hang on to them, but we can experience them. And before we bring the practice to a close, perhaps taking a moment to reflect back on the practice. It might have been confusing, it might have been difficult, or it might have been something useful that you learned during the practice. Might be some feeling of joy, love, connection. But above all else, I'd like to have this appreciation for the fact that we do know how to practice and we've got the time to practice. And we could have done something else, but we came here to practice. And then perhaps a feeling of bringing together all of the benefits that you receive from your practice. Would you be willing to share that with others? Could we make an aspiration that our practice continues to give us more freedom in our own mind? And that helps us to be there for others, or at least to make less problems for others. So through connections, our practice does benefit more than just ourselves.